Here we go. You ready to get into some MMA news to close it out? Here's some good
hurt.
stuff. I'll save the best for last, but I'll get to this one. Interim middleweight title fight is set for UFC 236. Dana White told ESPN that Kelvin Gastelum versus Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
In an interim middleweight title fight has been booked for UFC 236. The pay-per-view is taking place on Saturday, April 13th, but the location for the show is yet to be determined.
Well, they owe California one, so...
Yeah, because didn't they... wasn't... Oh, wait, no, they moved that card to Cali, didn't they, with Jones?
Yeah, but they still...
Well, there you go.
Well, they had to.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They still did it.
On 2 days' notice. No, they still owe Anaheim one, so we're going to get it, so...
Oh, Grandma doesn't do Anaheim.
They went to the third worst freaking stadium in all of California or arena for that. So, yeah.
What's the third worst? And I didn't know you ranked them like that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what is the third worst?
Let's see. I got to say the Coliseum is probably the worst.
Okay.
And the Cal Palace is probably the second worst.
You're considering, or you're qualifying the Coliseum? Because I mean that's like an arena.
Yeah, just all the arenas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okie doke. Well, yeah, I was gonna say I've heard from multiple people, you included, that the Cow Palace is a dump.
Yep.
But then again, it was made as a gigantic barn/rodeo place, so that's why it's called the Cow Palace. Like literally, that's why. The final story that I have here, I think you know what it is. It breaks my heart because this guy's my favorite fighter of all time. UFC's Georges St-Pierre, GSP, Rush, whatever you want to call him, is announcing his retirement. Boo.
I really wanted him and Khabib in November.
I know, right? Like, why? Does he not think he can beat him? Or at least put up a good fight? He's been like out of the octagon.
I think you would slaughter him. But...
Yeah, he's been out of the octagon for like ever. And now he's just like, screw it. I don't know. That breaks my heart, man.
Well, he went out as champion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so did Chael Sonnen. So
it's true. And undefeated.
Yeah, the undefeated, undisputed champion. So nobody could take that away from him because it wasn't around his waist. It was in his head.
Yep. Chael P. Sonnen, and the P stands for undefeated.
What?
He says this.
Oh, my. Of course he freaking said that because Chael is a crazy man. Does he still fight in Bellator? Or have they finally kicked him out?
I think he does, yeah.
Ugh, man. I'll say this. For, like, the average man, I'm sure he's a great fighter. For a top-level MMA fighter, he's not great. Like, I can't remember the last time he's won a fight. But either way, that is some sad, sad news. It sucks. So many fights we didn't get to see with GSP. But it is what it is. He never fought Anderson, did he?
Nope.
That's another one. I
always joked that we would see that before we saw Mayweather and Pacquiao. How wrong was I?
Right? Now we might see Mayweather and Pacquiao 2. And we still haven't seen Anderson Silva versus GSP 1. It's pathetic.
Yep.
How did that fight not happen? That's like a license to print money with that fight.
It never came to fruition. There's always a problem with one of them.
And you really could have had that fight anywhere. I mean, obviously, if you had it in Canada, Anderson would have got booed out of the building and might have gotten stabbed on his way to the cage. But old school NWA style. I
mean, Dana always said the plan was to have it in America, on neutral soil. So
yeah, I would say America. That'd be the smartest one. They could have had it in Lincoln, Nebraska, man. That's where MMA goes to thrive.
What the hell?
What? That's like one of the most obscure ones they had, where they had UFC Lincoln, and I was like, why? Out there amongst all the corn, you're gonna have an MMA fight. Well, we gonna put up this here octagon and have the guys come out.
Hillbilly white fight like that one.
Look, that's why we got the chicken wire around the octagon, all right, so that they can't throw the corn in at the fighters during the fight, all right.
Wow.
We don't have any listeners in Nebraska, so I'm fine.
Surprise.
I'm going to hell, but I just imagine it like.
Oh yeah, but not for that.
Well, yeah. Have you seen the Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember that part where they performed Rawhide in the Hick bar?
Mhm.
Yeah, I imagine it that, but instead of getting beer bottles thrown at them, they're getting corn whipped at them. I don't.
Ah.
I'm a dick. Anyway,